Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Hard Pass. I am your host, Jacques Slade. Today on the show, we've got an NBA sneaker recap, a WNBA finals recap, a tsunami-sized WWE sneaker recap, the week's hottest releases, and of course, we've got our Hard Pass. All right, let's start the show with some hot takes. It's opening week in the NBA, and you know what that means. Plenty of sneakers to talk about as the new season kicks off. Let's do a quick recap of the sneakers from opening night. Let's see. There's LeBron James in the Nike LeBron 22 with Anthony Davis following suit as he hopes to parlay his excellent stint on Team USA to an MVP caliber season. Then we've got Bronny James in the LeBron NXXT generation, of course. JJ Redick made his coaching debut in Panda Dunks. Somewhere Pat Riley and his Armani suits had to be wondering what the hell happened to the game he loved. And apparently the whole coaching staff got the memo because they all wore Panda Dunks. Okay, now on to the Timberwolves. We've got Anthony Edwards rocking what might be the gold medal AE1 low PE he received from Adidas after the Olympics. Then we've got Rudy Gobert celebrating his new extension in the Nike GT Hustle 3. Julius Randle in a new Skechers basketball shoe called the SKX Rain, while Mike Conley reveals a Volt-flavored Air Jordan 39 PE. Meanwhile, the New York Knicks' Jalen Brunson showed off the recently released Nike Kobe 5 Pro X-Ray that hopefully some of our viewers were able to pick up. Let's see. Karl Anthony Towns proving he is who everybody says he is while rocking the Nike GT Jump 2 Electric. And yeah, that's it. Weird. There were only 3 teams on opening night. Not sure how that happens. Usually there's 4 teams in 2 games. Like, did these 3 teams do like a triple threat basketball game or something? No idea how that would work, but I would like to see it. Okay, more about the upcoming season on this week's Hard Pass. All right. Let's do this bit that I do on socials. It's KUSTOO if you're not already following me on the rest of the internet. Anyways, it would look something like this. I would go, would you look at this? Would you look at this? Seriously, I need y'all to look at this. What up, sneakerheads and golf friends and maybe wrestling friends? If you're wondering what happened to the Air Jordan 1 Black Toe Reimagine after it got delayed to 2025, look no further than Big Bronson Reed of the WWE. See, the big man has been making a huge splash lately, pun intended, taking it to the likes of R-Truth, Braun Strowman, and even Seth freaking Rollins. It's good to see a wrestler who's been overlooked for a while now get some shine as he's booked into a high-profile feud with Rollins, one of WWE's top guys. They were featured in multiple segments on Raw this past Monday, and would you look at that, he was rocking the unreleased Black Toe Reimagine as he brawled with Seth. We even got flying security guards and an attempt at the tsunami splash in the Jordans, but unfortunately for Reed, all he got for it was a meeting with the announcer's desk. And if that wasn't enough, Reed expressed his displeasure with Rollins by posting a picture of his scuffed J's like he's bugging out from Do the Right Thing. Yeah. I don't care if you think wrestling is a work or a shoot, brother. The last person I would want to be is Seth after that. Here's hoping WWE follows that up with Seth wearing a fresh pair of black toes next week, and Jordans are the next silly thing wrestlers feud over in 2024, following such legends as Ulafalas and friendship bracelets. So the rollout for the Wu-Tang Clan dunks has been next level, elite, especially if you're a fan of the legendary collective since the old days. There was a shock drop on the Sneakers app, a special release only available to top fans of the group on Spotify, and now we've got the limited edition friends and family packaging that's top notch as well. Hey, Nike, you have my number. Send your boy Jacques Slade a pair. I can unbox them like Fat Joe. Just, don't expect me to lick them or anything like that. Anyways, while it's been pretty exciting for the people who have been able to score a pair early, here's hoping that this leads to the general release being a little less hectic and fans are able to get a pair with minimal pushback. These should be as easy to buy as a pair of KD4 Weathermans or LeBron 9 Big Bangs or CO.JP Dunks or any other grails that Nike has brought back recently that everybody thought was going to do big business but actually ended up sitting in stores. Moving on. Ice Cube, he was gifted a custom pair of Nike Book 1s during his latest tour. I love the entire setup that includes a diorama with the sneakers and the no-nonsense black and silver pair that I'm sure is an homage to Cube's favorite, the Las Vegas Raiders. But my favorite touch is that little bit of love for the West Side on the heel tab. If you know, you know. If you don't know, don't worry about it. It's only for us on the best side. Pick of the week, the Haribo Adidas Dawn issue number 6 on October 31st for $130 each. As a connoisseur of fine gummy bears, I fully approve this collaboration between Haribo and Donovan Mitchell. While neither colorway of the collab goes all out in making the issue number 6 look like pieces of the iconic snack, I do appreciate the little touches such as the graphic of the mascot on the insole. Also, shout out to the team who came up with the idea to package the sneakers in the same style as a pack of Haribo Gold Bears. I love the neat touches of the see-through window in the box, not unlike a pack of Gold Bears where you can see the gummy bears inside. It's perfect. So the WNBA has wrapped up a season unlike any other, racking up record crowds and television ratings and finishing things off with an epic Game 5 that was won by the New York Liberty. Man, you know things are heated when Cheryl Reeve, Minnesota's coach, drops a backhanded compliment like, congratulations to the Liberty on their first championship. It took them 28 years. Congrats to them. We were that close to our 5th. Just didn't happen. What? Wow. Look, we are all here for that petty energy, and it's going to make for an even better matchup next season should these two face off again in the finals. I love this energy. But back to the team that actually won the championship. Congrats to the New York Liberty on finally bringing home a basketball championship to a city that has long deserved one. The Knicks could have done it, but they had to go and be the Knicks and grab Karl Towns. It's not grab Stephon Marbury or Steve Francis or Penny Hardaway when they're past their prime bad, but, give it a few years. Oh well. At least they have the Liberty. Also, congrats to Jonquel Jones on earning that Finals MVP trophy while rocking a fire Nike KD 17 PE. She has been rocking KD exclusives for a while now, so hopefully that trend keeps going for the KD 18 and beyond. Then there's Breanna Stewart winning her 3rd championship in the Puma Stewie 3 Dawn colorway, shouting out a trio of countries that hold a special significance in her heart: Japan, Brazil, and Spain. I don't know where the diehard WNBA fan base has her in the GOAT rankings, but her resume is pretty solid. And finally, there's Sabrina 1 for 19 Ionescu. Look, with every brick, you could feel it. She was a few seconds away from being the WNBA's John Starks. That shooting was terrible. We can joke about it because they won the championship, but man, she was also 5 straight makes away from replicating her mentor, the late Kobe Bryant's 6 for 24 in Game 7 of the 2010 NBA Finals. And knowing she got that Mamba mentality, it would not have shocked me if she pulled it off had there been a second overtime. But that atrocious shooting, it's all swept under the rug because the Liberty are champs, and we can all wear the Nike Sabrina 2 without worrying about a curse or something. And not for nothing, she may have had the best time leg cramp of all time because now that's all everybody will remember about Sabrina from that night. Best timed meme ever. Now comes the offseason though. And now we'll get to see if the W can match the NBA's energy when it comes to keeping the league in the media cycle when there's no games played. Of course, having Caitlin Clark means there's inevitably someone is going to have something silly to say that powers a news cycle or 10 in the winter months, but I'm talking about stories of the non-Caitlin variety. Can Angel Reese push the Chicago Sky and Reebok hoops to new heights next season? Will we finally see the Asia Wilson Nike signature shoe that was promised to us after the rare instance of internet bullying actually working for a good reason? After years of PEs, is Kelsey Plum the woman's signature athlete that Under Armour needs? With Adidas hitting a huge home run with Anthony Edwards, can they find their equivalent in the W? 2025 is going to be popping for sure, and I can't wait. Just, don't try to sell me Fever tickets with a huge markup when they play in LA. Not cool, scalpers. Not cool. Speaking of home runs, before we move on to this week's Hard Pass, we here at the show would like to offer our condolences to the family of the late Fernando Valenzuela, Los Angeles Dodgers pitching legend, who passed away at the too young age of 63. Hard Pass might not be well-versed in the baseball world, but that doesn't mean we're not aware of what Fernando meant to LA. He's up there among the sports legends of the city, winning hearts and minds in a way that the city hasn't really experienced since then. The most recent modern equivalent is probably Lynn Sanity when Jeremy Lin took over New York for 2 weeks. But imagine that fever for years. That's what Fernando Mania was to LA. To read several pieces that have come out since his passing, he was a uniting force for the Latino community in Los Angeles, some of whom were actually displaced from Chavez Ravine to make way for what would become Dodger Stadium. According to the Latin Times, prior to Fernando's ascension, the Mexican-American attendance at Dodger Stadium was 5%. That number rose to 50% during Fernando Mania. He won the Cy Young and the Rookie of the Year award in 1981 and helped the Dodgers take home the World Series that year against the New York Yankees. This year's World Series is the Dodgers and the Yankees, the first time since 1981. Funny how that works out. Rest in peace, Fernando, and go Doyers. It's time for this week's Hard Pass, where we take a look at something in the culture that just needs to go. Like the sneakers that will be on display during this NBA season. I'm just kidding. I'm actually very excited to see what sneakers will be unveiled throughout the year. So, in lieu of a Hard Pass this week, we're dropping our predictions of the sneaker-related things we hope to see this season. First, the Victor Wembanyama signature shoe tease will begin. Look, after a sensational rookie season, everybody is expecting things from Big Vic. To start off the season, he's probably going to wear PE versions of the GT Hustle 2 and other shoes in the Nike basketball arsenal. But as we head into the later parts of the season, say the All-Star break, we're going to start to hear whispers of the Wemby signature shoe. It probably won't happen until 25-26 season at the earliest, but Nike is going to put the feelers out there to see if Wemby can break the big man curse. Let's not forget, as part of Nike's Air event in Paris earlier this year, they did show off an AI-designed prototype for a possible Wemby signature shoe. I hope it looks nothing like the prototype, but if Wemby can continue his ascent and become a top 10 player, it's only a matter of time of when, not if. Puma is really going to try and sell us on a $250 basketball shoe. So the big news from Puma is that they signed Indiana Pacers All-Star and Olympic gold medalist Tyrese Halliburton to a deal that positions him as the future of the brand. That's big expectations for Hallie, but I don't foresee him getting a signature shoe anytime soon. But what he will be doing is rocking the top of the line Puma hooping shoe like the all-new All-Pro Nitro Elite, which will retail at a whopping $250. Look, Puma has done a great job in coming back into the basketball space, signing key names like LaMelo Ball and Breanna Stewart and now Tyrese Halliburton, and creating a product that has resonated with a younger audience. The All-Pro Nitro Elite is their push into a more serious hooper. I would agree with the move if it was $160. I can't rock with it at $250. If the Nike LeBron 22 is debuting at $180, a drastic drop from the days of $200 and more for new LeBrons, Puma has no business selling these elites at $250. PJ Tucker will continue to make sneaker headlines even though he doesn't have a team. For some reason, PJ Tucker is still on the Los Angeles JV basketball team. He's not actually playing because he's unsatisfied with his role. So he's just been sitting at home where the only thing his sneaker collection is doing is collecting dust. Regardless, we're going to see a lot of PJ related content on all the sneaker aggregator accounts, even though half of the fun was actually seeing PJ rock these on court. You know, hashtag wear your kicks and whatnot. Next up, Jaylen Brown won't keep Nike's name out of his mouth. Okay, a quick hard pass to anybody asking Jaylen about Nike or the Olympics or anything sneaker related that isn't about his new 741 performance brand. I would rather hear stories about what Jaylen has in store for 741 and insights into his role in the design of his signature Rover sneaker and what his involvement is on the business side. He's not going to be wearing Kobe's anymore with the swoosh painted out, nor is he going to give you anything new or insightful about why Nike is the big bad that kept him off the Olympic team, even though non-Nike guys like Steph Curry, Joel Embiid, and a pre-injury Kawhi Leonard were on the squad. Any more energy spent on keeping the Jaylen Nike beef going is just hot air that does nothing for us and certainly does nothing for Jaylen. He needs to focus on 741, and we are not doing him any favors by constantly bringing up something that everyone else has either moved on from or was never going to engage in the first place. Let it go, people. Next, the Nike Sabrina 2 is going to be Nike's second most popular hooping shoe. With the WNBA championship co-signed, the Nike Sabrina 2 is going to have a long shelf life like the Nike Kobe 4, 5, and 6 Protros that are among the most popular in the league. We've already seen a number of NBA players rock the Sabrinas, and I bet Nike is going to want to see them on more of their athletes this season. I can see some Nike guys who wear Kobe's and the recent LeBron lows and swapping them out for some Sabrina 2s. Next, Kyrie Irving pushing Anta to new heights. Anti-Kais are already available at U.S. retailers, so the effect is already being felt. But year 2 of Kyrie Irving's Anta run is going to include some NBA players making the jump to the brand, and considering how quick they've been able to get new product to the market, I would not be shocked if Anta's Kai brand joins in the footstep of Steph Curry's Curry brand and signs up an up-and-coming star to become a signature athlete a la De'Aaron Fox. Baggy shorts and Nike Kobe 9 Elite High Protros are going to be really, really funny. We've been seeing it for a minute now, but baggy is back in vogue, and some players like SGA are already bucking the trend of short shorts and going back to the 99 and 2000 with the baggy shorts. I don't know how soon we're getting TJ Ford and Allen Iverson's ultra baggy style on this generation of players, but I hope it's soon, because with the Nike Kobe 9 Elite High getting a Pro Trail treatment, it's going to be hilarious to see someone try a crossover with those shorts and those sneakers as the ball gets lost in all that fabric in the fly net. Next, someone unexpected will get a signature shoe line. This sort of lines up with our prediction that Kyrie Irving has big things planned for Anta, but we would not be shocked to see Jordan Brand or Curry Brand or Puma add another signature line to their roster. No offense to co-writer's favorite player, Paolo Banchero, but if someone is getting a Jordan signature shoe, it should be someone in the WNBA. The Adidas AE2 is either going to make or break Anthony Edwards. It's been less than a week since the new season started, but Anthony Edwards already has multiple new commercials both on television and online. Adidas knows they struck gold with Edwards, and they're going to unleash all of their creative juices to make sure everybody knows that, at least perception-wise, they have the top sneaker in the game at the moment. It's so prevalent that Nike/Jordan Brand, who are usually a Don Draper to every other brand's Michael Ginsburg, have thrown a few subliminal shots at Adidas over the past several months. The moment belongs to the three stripes, but now the pressure is on. Earlier this year, there were leaks of a supposed AE2, and the response was not kind. Like, we try not to comment on unconfirmed leaks on this show, but even we had to wonder if Adidas was maybe headed in the wrong direction if those were the AE2s. Fast forward to a few weeks ago, and a new sample has emerged alleging to be the actual AE2. Was the response to the initial AE2 leak so bad that Adidas had to come up with something new on the fly? Look, I'm no wizard when it comes to the sneaker design process, but if I was part of that Adidas design team, I would be feeling the pressure from the higher-ups, because this is a once-in-a-generation, hell, maybe even a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Adidas. They can't afford a James Harden situation where everybody knows James Harden has an Adidas signature shoe line, but nobody can remember what a Harden shoe looks like until, well, recently with the Volume 8 and now the Volume 9. But for now, we get to enjoy the AE1 for a few more months. But that clock is ticking, man. Can't wait to see what Adidas has planned. And then finally, we have the Nike LeBron 22 Championship Pack. You already know. Go Lakers. All right, that's going to do it for the show. Thank you guys for watching Hard Pass. I am Jacques Slade. I will see you next week. If you'd like to possibly be featured in a future episode, call us at 818-493-9325. Leave a short message, your socials if you want, no more than 30 seconds. All right, I'll see you next week. Peace.